We are live. Woo-hoo! Almost missed that one, boys and girls. Wasn't really paying attention. That's on me. That's on me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, guys? What are y'all doing? It's 7:15 on a Tuesday night with a very special episode of That's Right, boys and girls, Tackle Talk. Tackle Talk, guys. This is going to be a neat one. I hope you guys are ready for this. There's a lot of cool shout outs that are going to go on in this one. Speaking of the shouted outs, Kristen J was first. Mick Layton, Robert Sharp. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Nothing really special. Nothing exciting. If you hung out today, then you had a chance to see the fishing bonanza that was. You know, the fishing bonanza that was. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, give you a little forecast of this evening's topics. That might have been the last fishing trip before the new year. Just looking at schedule, I checked the calendar last time. I might be able to sneak out this Saturday, maybe, sorta. Don't quote me on that. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be taking you guys with me, though. I might try to hit up my buddy and see if he's going to be in his backyard on the day before Christmas Eve. I really hope he is. If he's not playing golf, I hope he wants to go fishing, because I need to catch some fish. I need to at least get some time that's not like in the same rush method of fishing that I've been doing. Although Saturday will be a rush method of fishing, I'll get started early. All right, that's all that matters to me, man. You guys, have we got some stuff to talk about tonight? I'm telling you right now, I hope you guys are excited. I really hope you guys are excited, man, because I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, what in the world are we possibly going to talk about on Tackle Talk tonight? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about the year. We're going to talk about all the fun things we did, okay? We're going to talk about all the adventures that we've been on. And then, at the end of the day, at the end of the episode, we got a special little ode to you guys, okay? A little something for you guys. We're going to do it all together. Hopefully you guys are here. If you're not, that's okay too. You'll watch it later. So listen, before we even get started, what a mess, dude. What an absolute mess today turned out to be on the fishing scene. Did it not? It was horrible, dude. It was like, but this whole winter's been like that, you know, and that's where we're kind of at right now. We're at that time of year. Now, I seen a few things. Okay, I seen a few things today. I looked down at my rods and I was like, I'm going to put that on. And then I was like, no, don't. And then I was like, yeah, I should put that on. And I was like, you know what? Just pass on it. So a couple of people were like, man, you just need to jump on that, rattle trap, bud. Just get a big silver rattle trap and go to work. And I'm like, usually I started looking back. In history, right? And this is right around that time when I started throwing the rattle traps a lot. When I was fishing South Florida, the Red Rattle Trap Day, man, that was such a fantastic day. We'll talk about that later. But so if you're watching today, within like the first, 8, 10, 12 casts of the rattle trap, we put it right in the right spot, right? Nailed it. Then magically, somehow, I smacked this thing off the side of the cockpit, the console, and I bust this thing. So let me show you guys this real quick. Wow, for those of you that weren't here, for those of you that didn't show up, and that's okay, you don't have to. I understand. Everybody's got jobs. Everybody's got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Mick said, wow, almost on time. Thanks, Mick. All right, so if you guys were hanging out today, you just seen this. This sucked. Big time, man. Big time. So we smashed on this, right? It's got a little blue in it. It's got a little orange on the belly there, okay? But then look what's missing. And when we were leaving out this afternoon, dude, I find it. the back treble hook. So mad, dude, because when I looked at it, this thing literally, can you guys see? It cracked right down. There's no fixing this. There's no coming back from this, I don't think. I mean, I could like do some kind of soldering or something. I don't even know because it's painted. I'm not going to weld it. I'm not going to like JB weld it or nothing, but I just, see, here's my fear. Now I'm going to tell you my fear. So I'm going to put this stupid thing back together, right? And this thing is going to smash me once. I'm talking smash me one. And it's going to be on the back hook, and that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to watch possibly a 10-pounder, okay, during next year's eventing. We're not going to talk about that stuff. We're not going to talk about that stuff tonight, and I'll tell you why. Give me a sec. We're going to save all that information for the next episode, okay, which is going to be the New Year's special, because we're going to talk about what we got going on in 2024, because boys and girls, we got a lot of stuff going on in 2024. Just, I mean, between me and you, we got a lot of stuff. Your boy is making moves. There's things going on. There's decisions that need to be made. I want you guys to be involved with these decisions, because I'm telling you right now, epoxy, nope, I just can't do it, Mick. I can't do it. Let me show you. We talked about it today on the live fishing. So this is the boneyard. I've got a trash can over here, okay, that collects hooks and stuff for me. Things that have bent out, things that have, you know, I've broken them. And there's like a bunch of rattle traps over there. Here's one. Just probably one of my favorites. I don't even know who makes this, okay, just to give you an idea. Hold on. We'll see if we can see it together. It's just so scratched up, I can't see who makes this. But anyway, this was probably one of the best rattle traps that I've had. And unfortunately, it was met with the same fate as this rattle trap, which was when I cast off the starboard side of the boat, I tend to smash things a lot on the console. So that's a lesson I need to learn. On the next boat, someday, I'm hopefully going to have a lot bigger deck. You understand? Because there's nothing in the game that says I got it down like a bigger deck. So we got some new stuff. Hold on, let me hit some buttons here. We got some new stuff going on, you guys. We have got a ton of new stuff going on. But before we even get into that, okay, before we even start talking about all the ton of new stuff, because that's next episode, we've talked about the boneyard, right? What else can we talk about before we even get... I don't want to jump right to the point, okay? Give me a sec. Yeah, thanks, Mick. No, I just got to work a lot harder. If I work a lot harder, Mick, I can get a bigger deck. I promise you that, dude. I can get a lot bigger deck if I just go to work a little bit harder and really focus. And that's what we're going to come into that next episode, okay? We're not going to jump right into that. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas, all right? We're going to talk a little bit about the holidays and, you know, I just got my lights up Monday. Just so we're clear. I still have to do 2 reindeer, a Santa Claus, and some candles. Like, I haven't done anything. Really. The tree's up. Oh, God. So let me tell you guys this story. Hold on. You're going to love this one, dude. You're going to this is the best. None of you guys have ever seen my Christmas tree, okay? But I've been known to do some pretty fantastic trees, okay? Let me see if I can find a picture of one of my trees real quick, because I want to show you guys this. I'm not tooting my own horn, you understand what I'm saying? But I do a pretty impressive Christmas tree. We've spent some years putting together a pretty fantastic tree, actually. As a matter of fact, it's phenomenal. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I'm not trying to look away or nothing like that, but okay. So here, I'll show you guys a picture. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Hold on. Let me switch this. I don't have it on the screen share. So to give you guys an idea, like that's my Christmas tree, Okay, you're talking like 2.7 billion lights. It's got like its own power station that's got to go in. I have to do a dedicated circuit just to that, you know what I'm saying? Because we have a fire issue. That's how big that tree is and how many lights that tree has on it. Okay, so I take care every year to test every strand of bulbs that goes on that tree. I take absorbent care. Okay, I hook them up, I check them individually, strand, and then when they're replugged in, I check them again as I'm putting them on. So there's like a redundancy of 3 times, right? You guys are going to love this, dude. So the other day, I'm sitting on the couch, right? And we got the tree on, but the way I have it set up is there's blue lights on one button and then there's white lights on another button. Because the white lights are just unbelievable. There's like 6,000 of them. So don't mess with those, all right? You turn those things on and like the temperature in the living room goes up by like 24 degrees. There's global warming occurring on my Christmas tree when I hit the white light. Okay, it's one of those pre-lit trees, but it's like, you know, the ones, they're expensive ones. I bought it. I don't even want, if you guys remember that story from the last Christmas, I think it was 2 Christmases ago, that was a nightmare. But anyway, so we ended up with this really expensive tree with these super bulbs. Well, these things are just, they're too much. So I run, listen, I could get away with like running like 100 blue bulbs on there, but I don't. Okay, so I've got 5 strands of 300s on there for an additional 1,500 bulbs. So I'm Clark W. Griswold when it comes to the Christmas tree. Okay, it's overkill. It's straight overkill. It's so powerful. It's just it changes your vision. Do you understand what I mean by that? Like, you can't see anything when this thing is on. It blinds you. It distorts the television. Everything that's at your phone, if you try to take a picture, I mean, this thing is unbelievable, right? But wait, there's more. So Jenny and I are sitting there the other day, and she looks at me and she says, "Did you mean to miss the whole top like 1.5 feet of the tree?" And I said, "What?" She says, "Yeah, look." And I look over at the tree, and sure enough, you guys, that thing is 12 feet tall. The top 1.5 feet has no blue lights on. The whole bottom is just exploding with blue light love. You understand what I mean by that? It's just blah, blah, you know what I mean? It's everywhere. You can't stop the blue light that's emanating off this tree, except the top 1.5 feet. Now, guys, mind you, putting up Christmas bulbs is like an 8-hour adventure. Between the tree setup, lighting the tree, and putting the bulbs on is an 8-hour day. Every single time, no matter how hard we try, with cleanup and pulling everything out. It's an 8-hour day. Just depends on where it gets put in the garage, because that could be a 10-hour day. You know what I mean? If you're like me, you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Let's get back to it, because you guys are going to love this. All right. So here we go. Hey, what's going on, Shawanda? I am your Clark Griswold. I'm telling you right now. You want to see how Clark Griswold I am? I'm gonna show you. You ready for this? Get ready. It's not going to show up on camera. Oh, that sucks. It's not going to show up on camera. I was going to show you. Here, I'll show you. We'll do it like this. I've already got it pulled up. So you want to see Clark W. Griswold? I'll show you Clark W. Griswold. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what it looks like outside of my place, but I want to do it in such a manner that it doesn't dox me. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. Let me do it like this. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, you ready? All right, I'm going to show you. Check this out, you guys. This is, you can see my house from outer space. It's not the focus that's having trouble. It's the number of lights on my house. Like it sets off the street lamps. You understand what I'm saying? There's street lamps on my, my neighborhood. I can see my lights in the stop sign. Okay. All the way at the end of the street by the lake. You understand what I'm saying? That's how far away you can see my Christmas lights. We have 14,000 icicle bulbs. 14,000 of them are out there. It's unbelievable, dude. When we film, when we go outside, when the family comes and stuff like that, we do our Christmas films, because you guys know I love editing. I love it to death. But I do the Christmas videos and stuff. Like, we have a lot of good years of Christmas movies that I've edited and added music, and I put special notes in there to the family and stuff. It's just something I do, I think it means a lot. It's important to me to do stuff like that, right? But, dude, you can see them all flickering at massive rapid paces, and when people come over in the evenings, like, I have to remember to shut them off, because there's like seizure warnings when you put up this many lights. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it causes people seizures, dude. It's horrible. It's the worst. But that's me. So back to the original story. So the top foot, about 1.5 feet of the tree is just dark. So I had to make a decision, and my decision was, this is the first year that I'm going to let it beat me, and I'm going to tell you why. Hold on 1 second. No thanks, Mick. I do not want to do a 40-foot tree. Okay, I'll tell you how this whole thing started, all right? So here we go. So I was a loss prevention manager for JCPenney Corporation one time. And we had a store, really, really, really big JCPenney. Like, it was like landmark. You understand what I mean by that? It's not like a normal Penny's. It's like a, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, that kind of size Penny's, right? So, yes, I've seen the 40-foots. I've seen the tree that goes up in the middle of the Penny's, because the Penny's has 2 floors. Yeah, dude, listen, I know all about that, okay? And I met this guy named Kevin, and Kevin did the Rockefeller Square trees, and Penny's hires him to move to Florida, okay? And now this is his job. Like, he travels around and sets up all these trees. Well, I being that I was loss prevention, I was there early all the time, right? So I'd see this guy Kevin. He'd come in at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd see it on the security sheets, and I'm like, what is this dude doing, right? So I got kind of sketchy of him. So I approached him. I was like, Kevin, and I kind of got to know the guy, and he tells me this whole story about how he worked in New York, and he's a designer, and all this, and this is what he does, and yada, yada, yada. So he says, listen, if you got some time, man, if you ever want to learn this, he's like, I'll put you on the payroll. He's like, I'll like, straight up, I'll give you, your own, I'll give you a job doing this with me while, if you don't want to have to keep doing loss prevention as far as, overtime, because they don't give overtime at Penny's. Don't even say. Even supervisors only get 40. But if I'm technically hired by 2 different departments, then I'm not getting overtime, because that's just how it works. I've got a second job basically with the same company. So this dude Kevin like hooked me up and paid me like baller. At the time, I think I was making like $15.50. Okay, and this is back when $10 was a big deal, and I was making like $15.50. Kevin put me on at like $20 an hour and was like, yeah, just get it. So I spent an entire Christmas for 5-6 additional hours of work every day learning how to do Christmas trees. And it was really cool. Like, there's a whole process to it, right? So my son now knows this, because of all the years of doing it with me. It's a placement thing. There's a center line. You've got quadrants. You've got to know where things go. You got to see how it all is going to lay out depending on the sizes. And it's really neat. Shapes of your bulbs, color patterns. Like, it's phenomenal, man. If you get it right, like, your tree is going to look magazine quality. You know what I mean? And it's pretty neat. So this year I decided, back to the story, okay?
Emotional damage.
I decided that this year I'm not gonna take down, there's probably 20 plus bulbs in that top 1.5 foot area. Within the tree, on the outside of the tree, there's things placed in the tree, okay? It's absurd. So to take that one wrap of lights off, there's about a 99,999% chance that I'm going to break something. I'm going to break something. Something's going to fall. There's no way. I can't get close enough to that tree to get that strand off, let alone take down every single one of the bulbs and different, things that are on the tree, put them down, remember where they went, and put the, take the light off. In the process of taking, I can't get behind it. This thing takes up like a whole third of the living room, right? Oh, that would be awesome, Mick. See, that's pretty cool, man. Union Station Christmas. Yeah, Mick, you do this. Mick knows what I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking. Like, people go to school for that, Mick. Can't just close. No, Shawanda, I can't. It's not, listen, you're not doing it wrong, all right? I just want you to understand you're not doing it wrong. I don't want anyone to think for 1 second that I'm saying that your tree is crap. I'm not. Listen, I Charlie Browned it. You understand what I'm saying? I Charlie Browned it. I know all about it. And it's okay because my mom was a tinsler. Does anybody know what a tinsler is? Put it in the chat if you know what a tinsler is. So a tinsler is the generation right before mine. So the baby boomers, they were tinslers. A lot of you guys probably remember this. Some of you guys might even still be tinslers. You remember you used to buy the bags of tinsel? And my mom used to just, she would just reach in that bag and just, I mean, it was literally, I can remember weeks of finding tinsel around the house. Or after Christmas, you understand what I'm saying? Even after taking down all, it would be in the carpet and somehow like woven itself in. There would just be tinsel. The dog would be eating it. It would be somehow in some way in the piano. I don't know. We had a piano. My sister played piano, so we had a piano. There would be tinsel in the piano. So, I mean, there was a whole generation of parents that just, they took the same approach to parenting as they did decorating the Christmas tree, okay? And that is this. It was a hodgepodge of attempts and tryings and hoping things would go well. But the thing you have to remember is that it was built with love, okay? That's what tinslers did. They built it with love. A lot of it. By the bag. Oh, Mick, you don't even want to get me started. I got a new toy train. I got a new train for the tree this year. I seem to get one every year. You never have enough trains for your tree. Listen, if the market ever goes, if we ever stop accepting things from China, I will tell you right now, I'm going to go in my garage and I'm going to be a gazillionaire because I have more crap that works. That's nothing wrong with it. I've used it one time, did not enjoy it, put it back in the box exactly how I took it out of the box. And then because I know in my mind I can't take that back. Now I probably could. If it was Walmart and stuff like that, I could so take it back. But it's not. So, dude, I can show you. Like, I even debated this year. I told my son, I was like, buddy, we got like 6 RC cars. And he's like, you know what we do? I'm like, and they're brand new. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're literally brand new. 3 of them never used. 3 of them used one time and put back because it just wasn't what we thought we were playing with. And they're all in the garage. I was like, dude, we need to start really finding somewhere to get rid of this kind of stuff, because it's getting to the point where like the garage is just flowed up. Like, it's bad. It's bad. We're gonna a little. My kid's at a very interesting time in his life right now, so I'm really excited about this. Because we're getting ready. You guys know Santa's real. You understand what I'm saying? So before we even go any further, I would never in a million years say that Santa's not real, son, if you're watching this, because I will tell you right now, you act up in school, watch how fast Santa don't bring nada. Okay? Just so we're clear here. Just so we're clear here. Okay? Just so we're all on the same page, all right? But yeah, so as I was saying, we're just, we're getting to that point with the Santa thing, and the where I think I went wrong, okay, in rearing my son, I made him a collector. I'm a collector, okay, for those of you guys that don't know, okay, I am a collector. I collect things. What things, do you ask? You never know. You understand what I'm saying? You never know what I'm going to collect. I might find something that I haven't seen anyone else have, and instead of like just getting it and being like, yeah, so I got this, my OCD kicks in, and I will spend months, nay, years, buying every single one of them. So before my son was born, I found a toy line that was just super cool, that I knew that if I didn't get in on it early, there was going to be none of these toys when my son was born. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I would have a child. So I started collecting these things like before my kid was born, and then unleashed on him over a period of like 3 years, every single piece of these toys that I collected. Brand new in the boxes. Open them up. Have at it. My son, in all of his years, has every single toy he's ever gotten. Not only are they together, they are in perfect shape. None of them are broken. None of them are destroyed, distorted, mangled, have optional pop and click pieces. You know what I'm saying? None of that. They're full sets. Like okay, so somebody asked me one time if I was into Star Wars. Like, I can go right here to my right behind me. I'll show you. Here, you know what? Let's do this. I'll show you this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't wait to light. We have so much stuff going on next year, guys. The show and everything we're doing, it's all going to come together. You'll see, but that's next episode. But I'll just show you, like, to give you an idea what we're talking about. So when it comes to like Christmas and stuff. So these were pretty cool. I found these last year. These started coming out, and I'll show you. Hold on. Goodness. So, like, this is a die cast. This thing weighs like 8.5 pounds. Okay, this is a collector's edition Millennial Falcon. And then this is a collector's edition Rogue Star X-Wing fighter. And if I could get back there and get forward, I can't right now because there's giant boxes in here. There's no Christmas presents in here, okay? I got a bunch of stuff I have to ship. So there's giant boxes in here. But there's literally the entire collection of these. The entire collection. And I don't mean like, wow, you know, that's cool. You got like 6. No, I got like 60. You understand what I'm saying? Like I told you, that it becomes obsessive. It becomes to the point where I have every one of every series, and they've been going on now for like 6 years. Because I want them all. Why? Just going to collect them all. You know? And then hopefully one day, I'm going to give all this stuff to my kid, who, by the way, has his own collections. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I unfortunately have taught him this. So if I tell you that there's YouTube kids that have every single Jurassic Park dinosaur, okay? I'll tell you my kid's got some YouTube kid don't have. I'll tell you right now that I've gone as far as contacting manufacturers in their home origin country for some of these toys to ensure that I get the ones that aren't available in the US, Canada, or UK because they're specifically only allowed for their Asian market. And I've had these toys imported to ensure that the collections were complete. So be careful when you buy your kids the same toys. All right, don't create disorders, like, you know what I mean. You're gonna end up with an entire room full of collection, you know, of just random, not really random, but it's like, whoa, why would you buy that? You know, you're an adult. Yeah, well, you know, I thought this one was pretty cool, and then when I got to looking at it, I was like, man, these are all pretty cool. And then I got to looking at it again, I was like, man, I wonder what. They only carry this many of them. And then you look into it again, you're like, no, they carry like 30 more of those. But they're not available here. So you got to call some people. So I did that. You know what I mean? Just to give you an idea. That's OCD. That's super OCD, dude. Super OCD. Well, guys, it is that time. Are you guys ready for this? All right, we're going to do this together. We are so going to do this together because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, huge round of applause to you guys, okay? Because this is the official year on YouTube, guys. It says I've been on YouTube since 2010, which I have. I've been on here since 2010. Oh, hold on. I got to hit this button. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go again. So I started my YouTube channel in 2010. I never made any content. I didn't do anything like that, okay? But I came out with the name that I have. I had a different name back then, but now it's Beards and Bass as far as the official goes. And guys, in this year, okay, we have put on 105 new subscribers. We've had 26,300 views. Listen, okay, I've only got 428 or 468 subs, so that's fantastic, okay? We've done 125 uploads. We've had 2,340 likes. Guys, awesome. Awesome. 293 comments, 165 shares. Shout out to you guys. My top video was Headwaters Lake Smash Fest, 82 watch hours on that. The top short was, what is it? Did y'all see that? With 169 likes. And the top live stream was the live from the Harris Chain MLF coverage with 62 comments in a stream at a time. Guys, thank you so much, dude. Super, super, super awesome, you guys. Super awesome. So, with that being said, what did they say was the #1 short? We'll watch it together. I think this was it. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Oh, for some reason, I've got it muted. Stand by. Let me go back here. Oh, that's weird. Why can't I unmute it? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Look at that fish. Look at that thing in its mouth. Did you guys see that? That's a big girl. That's crazy, dude. Did you guys see that? So that was the best video, the biggest short of this year, which that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. As far as the number one watched video, of course, you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna end up being this. So we're gonna catch a couple of minutes of this, man, together. Do you guys remember this, man? This was the boat band trip, boys. Now, this is like a speed edit. I just basically cut all the slack out of it, but left just enough to have it, just to give you an idea of what I went through. I mean, we sing songs. And this is when things get serious, boys. Yeah, Rod, this was, yeah, sorry, it's not muted anymore. I fixed it. Boys, look at that. Did you see that? Close up, slow mo edit with the voice staying normal. Cameras switching all over the place. Goodness, man. Buddy said, "Do I hear cowbell?" Oh, you guys can't hear that? Oh, hold on. This did this last time. Now I remember it. Hold on. This did this. Okay, so let's fix this while we're all in here. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, because we had this problem when we watched the video the other day. So let's go into React. Give me a second. Capture cursor. Okay. Let's go in here. One sec. All right, those are all on. Now let me see something. Can you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Hey, what's up, Rod? Could you hear the dings? If you could hear the dings, that's a good thing. Can you hear any of that? Nope. Okay, give me one more second. See, this did this the other day too, I noticed. So hold on, let's do this. Let me go in here. Let me add an audio. Nope, that's already there. Cancel that. So that should be coming to here. So the problem that we're having... The problem that we're having here, hold on. That's done. The issue comes down to... Hold on. Let me go to this camera here. Here, you guys do this. All right, you guys look at this. I'm going to go up here for a second. I got to fix this. I'll give you some music. Hold on. This is going to bother me. It's going to bother me a lot, dude. Give me 1 second, man.
What's up, everybody? Hopefully today we catch some giants. You know it's fishing, bro. You never know how it's going to go. Undisclosed location unless he's already said it. But this place has been known to produce 8s, 9s, 11s. Yeah, I mean, dude, they're out here, so we'll see what happens.
And guess what, guys? I wore my lucky fishing socks.
Socks on too, buddy. Heathensquad.com. Get yourself some. It makes you fish better. I don't know what the science is behind it, but if you wear these socks, these Heathensquad.com socks, you could probably catch yourself a couple tanks. It's in the science. Trust the science, right?
At least a 30% increase in your average, but that's not typical, but it happens.
All right, let's see what this does. Tell me if you can hear this. I got no signal coming out of the Rodecaster. That's really not giving it to you? It's showing no signal coming across, as if it's only in my ears. Okay, hold on. Oh, you got sound right now? Who that is? Okay, no. Okay, hold on. So this is the problem. This might fix everything that we've got going on. Oh, man. All right. Well, like I said, we were killing it. We were absolutely crushing it tonight and doing a great job. We're having a really good show. And now I'm into technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Let me just check this thing right here. Let me just see. Advanced audio. Okay, so there's no audio on that one, right? This should be coming through here. And then from there into here, and then from here out to you guys, and then from you guys out to me, and then that should be going out to the show. So let's see if this doesn't do it. Hold on. Hit this now. All right, tell me if you guys heard that. No? Wait, I'm waiting. Nope. Okay. All right. So hold on. That's crazy. So somehow, in the big scheme of things, right? Okay. We have an input that's not mixing and getting sent as an output. Which kind of blows my mind, because there shouldn't be anything going anywhere except here. That should all be there. All right. And then this should be here, right? Okay, that's good. So I don't understand that. And we're not doing anything here. Oh, we're in full-blown mode here, boys. But that does it. I think that's our issue. I've got to figure out what is going on with that thing. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out another time, though. I'll tell you that. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys. Back to what we were talking about. So if you haven't seen this video, man, go check it out, because it's really great. It was such a good time. The Smash Fest one is good, but at the same time, the longer one just has more stuff in it. I personally like the longer one. Smash Fest is just a little shorter of a video, but it's the same thing, you know. And it's like I said, it's a great series. So, guys, I just want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas, okay? And tell you guys how much I appreciate everything that you guys have done over the year, over the past however many years. And no, it's not the mute button on the mixing board. I checked that, Mick. I do that all. Hey, what's up, Jeff? No, just one today, Jeff. Well, we're not going to talk about that because we made some changes that are coming into the next episode, Jeff. We wish you'd have been here earlier. We had some fun, and then we had some technical difficulties. I had this whole plan, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through that because whatever was just going on right there, it's kind of weird. But there's a setting somewhere that's like really not enjoying. I'm not happy. There's an output setting somewhere, or something's going on. It's irking me pretty good. So to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, your family, your friends. I hope everyone at least gets to where you're going safely and home. All right, because as adults, man, we might not get the best stuff. We might not get anything at all. But remember, the kids, you know, it's really more for the kids. So Santa's real. Keep an eye out. You might see him, you know, and you might not. It just depends if all you guys have been naughty or nice. And I know pretty much you guys, if you guys are like me, you're not getting nothing. But no, I'm just kidding, guys. Listen, Merry Christmas, guys. We will see you guys on Tuesday for the New Year Extravaganza. We're going to do that one. We're going to talk about what's going on next year and, you know, some stories. So it's been real, guys. It's been fun. Merry Christmas. See you on the next one.